Things that a governor does is have a really strong relationship with his Republican lieutenant governor. And Tate Reeves and I are not only working together, have worked together for the last 8 years, but even before that when he was state treasurer. I think he'll do an excellent job as governor, and that's why I'm supporting Tate Reeves for the next governor of the state of Mississippi. If a governor and a lieutenant governor cannot work closely together, if I cannot be loyal to him as well as he has been loyal to me, then we are on the wrong path. And so I'm going to work for the lieutenant governor every opportunity I get. I think he's going to make an excellent governor. I'm not mad at anyone. I don't want to tell anyone else they don't have the right to run. This is a state where we have a Republican Party that is dominant in the political scene, I think now both locally on a statewide level and certainly nationally. And so there will be primaries. But I, as an individual, have an opportunity to select the candidate of my choice, and that's going to be Lieutenant Governor Tate Reeves and his, what I think will be a very successful run for governor. I think they're extremely high. You're looking at a dramatic change that could occur if we don't elect a Republican governor. I remind people that a governor has an opportunity for about 350 appointments. I've appointed 4 Supreme Court justices. I've appointed a state auditor. I've appointed a United States senator. So even if you talk about the constitutionally weak structure of a governor, and I don't believe that to be so, but the appointment process is so important. And Democrats look at it in a different way. They simply have to abide by much of the movement that is on the left part of the political spectrum. And so the appointees in those during a Democratic governor's term would reflect those more liberal political standards, and that's not good for the state of Mississippi. We spent years now, I think, applying a more conservative philosophy in the state, growing the economy, investing in businesses both locally and internationally here, protecting the right to life in the state of Mississippi. All those conservative ideas, the Second Amendment that's so near and dear to us, all of that could change. And so that's why it's so important, and why I will be out working for a Republican governor and all of the statewide elected officials that I can help and that want my help. I do. There is no way to be a little bit involved into a campaign. I don't believe so. Once I've chosen someone that I am supportive of, once I chose Cindy Hyde-Smith, and once we were in that it wasn't a primary, but in essence it was. I'm dedicated to it. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to get on the bus. I'm going to make phone calls. I'm going to contribute. I'm going to do all that I can. In this particular instance, that will be for Tate Reeves for governor. But absolutely, I know some people might think a governor should stay neutral. We as governors, as executives, have the same right as anyone else to get involved in a political race, and particularly when I think the stakes are so high in the state of Mississippi. And I think Tate Reeves is a candidate now that can win that race in November, and that's when the Republicans need to win. You know, I want him to look at this race and how important it is, and I've already been in contact with the campaign and the White House, and they understand there's 3 states. There's Louisiana, there's Mississippi, and there's Kentucky. Only 3 governors are being elected this particular election cycle. So we're very interested in being successful in those 3 states. He loves Mississippi. The president's been here on 5 different occasions. I would just say he will probably be back. He, like I will make that decision of what candidate he would want to support. But he's also, as we've seen, will get involved in a primary and select a particular candidate. And we'll be talking about that. Perhaps he may want my advice on that, and we'll certainly share any opportunity I have to talk to the president about how important this race is in Mississippi. I think we all have to come together. I think what you see when that does not happen, when one candidate says, if I lose in the primary, I won't allow my voters to go back and support the winner, then we have an opportunity of dividing this party and losing to the Democrats. So the one thing every candidate must learn is how to come together. I've won elections and I've lost an election, and the first thing I do each time is try to reach out to those that were either victorious or those that lost, and say we need to come together. We need to be one party. I hope that we will be able to unify this party in November, because not only for the governor and lieutenant governor, Delbert Hosemann is going to do a remarkable job as lieutenant governor, but for all of the statewide offices, Republicans have a chance to take, I think, win all of the statewide offices, and I'm going to work hard to make sure we do that. I think they can take it even further, to do even a better job. There's no desire for me to be able to say, look at what we've done and we're going to rest on these laurels. My job is to get the ball down the field, and the next governor to move it further and to be able to score. So as we raise Mississippi to a new level, I knew it would take more than just 8 years. But I built on what Governor Barber, his successes. The next governor will build on my successes if he's a Republican. If it happened to be a Democratic governor, I think you'll see them try to reverse everything that we've been able to do here. And that will be so detrimental. You hear about the tax. We've cut taxes over 50 times in the state of Mississippi. Corporate income tax year to date has grown over 20%. It is remarkable the amount of revenue that we're bringing in, so we're going to fight hard to maintain more jobs. I hope the next governor can grow this economy. I'm going to help them any way I can do that, because jobs change lives, and we've done that quite a bit here in Mississippi, and the next governor will do it even better.